At Christmas dinner, my daughter-in-law stood up from the table, glass in hand, and smiled like she'd rehearsed it. Christmas dinner, lights twinkling, Frank Sinatra playing softly in the background, and my son, my only son, looked me in the eye and told me I was no longer a member of this family. The chilling smile on my daughter-in-law's face was something I'll never forget, but it wasn't half as chilling as the legal documents tucked into my jacket pocket, ready to unleash a carefully orchestrated storm. It was 8:40 on Christmas evening. David, my son, tapped his wine glass with his fork, and the room went silent. "Dad," he began, his voice flat, devoid of emotion. "We need to tell you something. As of tonight, you are no longer a member of this family." The tree lights continued to flicker. Frank Sinatra sang on, oblivious. On the table, the half-carved turkey sat, a 25-pound organic bird I'd painstakingly bought from the fancy butcher. Sarah, my daughter-in-law, only wanted the best, you see. My two grandchildren, Lily and Ethan, 7 and 5, peered down at their plates, looking like they wished they could disappear into the mashed potatoes. Sarah gave me a smile, a genuine, delighted smile, like she'd just received the perfect gift she'd been wishing for. David continued, "For months now, this has been the subject of our discussions. You have a negative influence on us. You are dominating our family dynamic. It's time for you to leave and allow us some room." My son, 35 years old, wearing the cashmere sweater I bought him for his birthday. Poisonous. Domineering. I remained perfectly motionless, hands folded in my lap, face expressionless. It was the same face I'd worn through 18 months of chemotherapy with my wife, Rachel. The same expression I'd worn delivering her eulogy 7 years prior, because David had been too grief-stricken to speak. "What caused this?" I murmured, my voice a quiet whisper, to David. Sarah, 32, with perfectly coiffed blonde hair, leaned in. She was always put together, a costly thing to maintain, a cost I'd helped cover over the years. "It's because you are preventing us from getting enough air," she stated. "For a number of years, you have been in this position. It is imperative that we establish boundaries that are conducive to good health. I come by to see you on a bi-monthly basis. I make phone calls on Sundays. Would that be considered asphyxiation?" "It is not related to frequency," she said, adopting that annoying therapist tone she used to sound rational. "It has to do with energy. I find your presence to be really exhausting." "Is that correct, David?" David gave a nod, a mechanical nod like a puppet. He never made eye contact with me. I had paid $50,000 for his undergraduate study at the University of California, San Diego, so he could graduate without debt. I had co-signed the loan for this house, the one with 4 bedrooms located in Santa Monica, and close to good schools, because his credit score was 580 and the bank had laughed him out of the building. When all the banks had rejected him and all the investors had declined to participate, I had provided him with $85,000 to assist him in getting his consulting business off the ground. Sarah went on, "But of course you are hovering, you're something poisonous." She was more comfortable now, more fluent in her accusations. "You form opinions on all matters, big or small. The way in which we instill our values in our children, the manner in which we allocate our funds, and the manner in which we operate our companies. It is a drain on one's energy. You requested that I provide you with recommendations, so I did. It was something that we did not request. You provided to others on a continual basis." I gave David a look, a truly attentive look,